to another Teacher's Corner playthrough. I'm Teacher Kirby, and today we're going to be continuing our Borg Advance story arc. The last time we did assimilation. Today we're going to do the last of the Borg Advance story arc, Fluid Dynamics. So we're going to enter fluidic space and remove the Borg presence there. Will this be enough to stop the Undine infiltration? The data you've recovered from the Borg cube indicates that the Borg have established a foothold in Undine space. The Undine seem to make very little distinction between alien races, so it's quite possible that the Borg presence in their home is causing their aggressive behavior. We cannot afford a full-out war with the Undine. Their biotechnology surpasses even our most advanced technology. Therefore, we have assembled an expedition to remove the Borg presence from fluidic space. We've found a system where the fabric of the two dimensions are breaking down. This is our best shot at creating a stable quantum singularity. The expedition will include USS Voyager, commanded by Admiral Tuvok. He has analyzed the data you received from the Borg cube and is confident he can create an artificial singularity. Your orders are to cross into fluidic space with Voyager, locate the Borg, and remove them if possible. Avoid conflict with the Undine. They will have the advantage, and you'll end up in a fight you can't win. Travel to the Kuda system and rendezvous with the expedition fleet, and then cross into fluidic space. The Kuda system is in the Beta Quadrant. You will receive the following reward: moderate amount of expertise points, or experience points, moderate amount of expertise, adaptive transphasic torpedo with the Borg modifier and damage times 3, not a bad one, 15 Undine marks, and 480 dilithium ore, as well as anti-proton beam arrays, or anti-proton dual beam bank, or anti-proton dual cannons. If you're going for a budget anti-proton build, these are not bad ones to get. You could very easily use these for your anti-proton builds. Alright, and we will transwarp to the appropriate location. Alright, begin fluid dynamic.
Welcome to the Kuda system. I am Admiral Tuvok of the USS Voyager. I will provide tactical assistance on this mission.
It's a privilege, Admiral. I studied the exploits of Voyager at Starfleet Academy.
Thank you. Your meteoric rise through the ranks is well known to me as well. Sensors indicate the division between normal and fluidic space is thinner here, making crossing much easier. The Undine have used this location in the past. We will use it now.
Alright, then continue.
The majority of the fleet will remain here to protect this area. Our team will enter fluidic space, locate, and then survey the Borg presence there. If possible, we will destroy it. When you are ready, Voyager will open the singularity.
Follow Voyager into fluidic space. Open the singularity, Admiral Tuvok. We get to give Tuvok orders. I do believe, before we head in there, that this is where our very last temporal probe will be located. Okay, investigate temporal probe in fluidic space in fluid dynamics. So it will be in fluidic space. Since we're in range, let's go ahead and scan our magnesite ore. They're not going anywhere without it.
We have made a successful transition into fluidic space. Unlike our own, this dimension is filled with an organic fluid. The main indigenous life form is species 8472. Sensors are detecting a Borg signature nearby. Your vessel will take the lead in the investigation. We will follow.
Investigate Borg signature. Acknowledged. We'll take point and find the source of the signal. Sir, we are being affected by a wave-like current in fluidic space, which is causing our ship to move involuntarily. I wish we had more time to study this phenomenon. Acknowledge. Alright, let's see if we can find that temporal probe. Well, what we are looking for, this thing right here, is what we are looking for the mission. I'm not seeing anything as far as temporal probe, and I'm not seeing it on the map. So we're going to go ahead and continue with the mission. Hopefully we should run into it. You do want to be careful how fast you go. In fluidic space, you will not stop on a dime like you are used to, and you do get moved from side to side, as you can see from my warp trails. I'm being moved. My trail is being moved. Alright. Ooh, 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 ooh. Go back, go back, go back. Okay. We're gonna stay here. We'll deal with the temporal probe first. That was, yay, we found. Alright, not bad. 7 plus 2 is 9, so we need a 6 for A. Yay, our last temporal probe. 5 and 9 is 14. So we need a 1. I think that's the first time I've seen a 1. And 3 and 4 is 7. So we need an 8 to make our. There we go. The Nicole are using their probes to gather information about the physical laws of fluidic space. There is a lot of references to conditions that occur within a sphere builder expanse as well. Perhaps they're trying to discover a way to create a merger of both phenomena. Such a region would be remarkably hazardous to most life. Fascinating. Copy the data and purge the probe's memory banks. Yay! Alright, thank you to the NPCs with it. Now we will continue on with the mission. Scans indicate this is an interplexing beacon, sir. The Borg must not be able to transmit their subspace frequencies as easily through the organic fluid that comprises fluidic space. These relays are boosting the signal to allow communication with the collective in normal space. This means we should be able to follow these beacons to the Borg foothold here. Locate and scan the next interplexing beacon. Set course for the next beacon. Okay, let's grab our items. There we go. As you can see, the next beacon is right there. Right there. And as you can see, I'm stopping early because I know data acquired, sir. There appear to be a total of 5 interplexing beacons in the sequence. The next one is just ahead, and I know I'm going to end up not stopping right away. I'm going to end up sliding back and forth, so I am being very careful with my movements here. There we go. Admiral, this beacon appears to be picking up a subspace transmission from within fluidic space with a Starfleet signature. Recommend we investigate, sir. It could be a ship in distress. Investigate the source of the mysterious signal. Agreed. Set an intercept course for the source of the signal.
We've been examining the data on the interplexing beacons, and we believe we may have discovered a vulnerability in the Borg subspace carrier wave technology. If it's acceptable to you, I would like the Venture to remain here and run some tests while you investigate the signal. We may not get another opportunity.
That is acceptable. We will investigate the signal while the Venture remains here. Oh, poor Rebecca Simmons. We know of your fate. If you've played the mission Inspected Ground, you will recognize the name Rebecca Simmons. Alright, here we go. Let's turn. Because I know that we're going to be turning carefully. Okay, we're going to turn first and then start moving. Alright, so we're looking for the Federation signal.
This landmass is unique in fluidic space. It is not a planet by Starfleet definitions. If I had to categorize it, I would say it is similar to the coral reefs found in Earth's oceans. The ground itself is a framework for living creatures.
Alright. There we go, continue.
Fascinating. We are detecting a number of ships in the area. Starfleet, Klingon Defense Force, Romulan Republic, even Ferengi and Cardassian. Most species from the Alpha and Beta quadrants appear to be represented.
Move closer and scan one of the vessels. Curious. These ships have identical configurations to ships found in the Alpha and Beta quadrants, but they cannot have been constructed there. I'm detecting alloys that are not used in standard ship construction. Aye, sir. Running analysis now. The alloys correspond to technology found on Iconia and in recovered Iconian technology. But why would the Iconians make fake ships? I intend to find out. Sir, I'm detecting some kind of gateway opening and a huge fleet coming through. On screen. Cutscene time. Those must be more Iconian fraud. Ruh-roh. The Undine are destroying them. Sir, we're picking up an incoming distress call from the USS Venture. On screen.
Captain Simmons to Voyager. The Borg are here. We're taking heavy fire and need immediate assistance.
Set course to the Venture. Maximum speed. Alright, so now we're going to go to the Venture. And we're going to beam aboard the escape pods. Dr. Cooper was in an escape pod, Captain. He wants to speak to you from the transporter room. Patch him through.
I never should have come on this mission. I'm a scientist, not an explorer. Take me out of this awful place right now.
Calm down for a second and talk to me. What happened?
The Borg attacked and we had to abandon ship. We were floating here, waiting, and then Undine. They came out of nowhere, tore through us like tissue paper. We shouldn't have invaded their space. They're so strong, we're weak. Please take me out of here.
What about Captain Simmons? She's not in the escape pods.
I don't know. It all happened so fast. She insisted on being the last one to leave the ship. I don't even know if she made it out alive. Now, can we leave?
I'm sorry, Dr. Cooper, but we have a mission to complete. And now we have to locate and explore or scan the next interplexing beacon. Beacon scan, sir. Coordinates of final beacon have been downloaded. This beacon is handling a significant amount of traffic, sir. The last beacon should give us the information we need. So now we find the last beacon, which is this way. Somewhere over here. Usually they're within visual range. There it is. Scan interplexing beacon. Boy, got some rubber banding today. Sir, this is the final beacon. I have the coordinates for the Borg fleet. We're very close. Shields up. Proceed with caution. And we are, in fact, very close. We can now see the Borg fleet. And we have... Hold on, where's the hail from Voyager? There it is.
The Borg presence is much larger than we anticipated. Nevertheless, our orders are to remove as much of it as possible. Voyager will follow your lead.
Acknowledged, we're going in. Let's use every advantage we have. And now some Borg reinforcements. They look like they're coming this way. Something's blocking my view of that reinforcement, or is it? There we go. Defeat Borg command vessel. Ooh. Sensors are detecting Undine fleets converging on this location. We cannot fight them and the Borg. Oh no, let's deal with one thing at a time. Where is that command vessel? Let's do some firing haze. Make sure all of our weapons are firing on her. Yay. And bada boom, bada bing, and there she goes. Alright. And now we must escape through the artificial singularity. There it is. There we go, and enter singularity. Oh no, the Undine. Oh, they're doing the planet killer thing. And bye-bye cigar ship. Boom. Big bada boom. And there we go, out of fluidic space.
We need to report to Starfleet Command immediately. We thought that the Undine were responding to a Borg incursion into their space, but it now appears that the Iconians, or some entity posing as them, has created false Alpha and Beta Quadrant ships and sent them into fluidic space. Clearly, the Undine attacked us because they thought we attacked them first.
Starting with the bad news, I see.
There is some good news. The spread of the Borg nanovirus has halted, and thanks to the doctor's research, we should be able to prevent future planets from being assimilated in this manner. The Borg will adapt in time, but we have also stopped them from transmitting the technique for undine assimilation to the collective. It is possible they could learn how to do so again. We will need to remain vigilant.
What about the Borg in fluidic space?
The Borg in fluidic space were forced to retreat, and logic suggests it will be quite some time before they trouble the Undine again. The end of the Borg attacks in their home might stop the Undine advance into our space. But if the Iconians continued to trick Species 8472 with false incursions, they could decide to invade ours in retaliation.
What happens now?
Voyager will take Dr. Cooper and the other survivors back to Earth. I suggest that we all confer with our fleet commanders to determine the next course of action. We have not seen the last of the Undine.
Understood. Until next time, Admiral. Alright, so we have completed the Borg event. And it is now time to turn it in. We may not have been able to remove the Borg presence in fluidic space, but it looks like the Undine will. Proofreading, guys. Hopefully this will end their aggressiveness. However, I find your report of false flagships in fluidic space troubling. If the Iconians are trying to trick the Undine into believing that we're invading their space, it could explain everything that's happened. Unfortunately, it only means that the Undine may be prompted into an invasion of their own. And if that happens, our entire dimension will be at risk. And we'll go ahead and pick the beam array, just because. Alright, so we got another accolade. Another 2 accolades, actually. And we receive a new title choice, Moist, which I do have to say is my favorite title. I find it quite funny. But, alright, so we now depart the system, and that finishes up the rest of the mission and removes it from our list. And there we go. So we've now completed Fluid Dynamics. This has been a Teacher's Corner playthrough. Join me next time for, yes, we know. Join me next time for the beginning of the Solanae Dyson Sphere arc with Sphere of Influence, where we join Ambassador Worf. I'll see you then.